Yo guys, I'm back again with another stream of Fallout 4 Part 3. Hope you guys doing well. Let's jaunt in your story. Jaunt in करते कहाँ पे थे हम ये? कौन सी जगह है ये? लोकल में रॉकी वे। अच्छा हाँ बराबर वर्जिल वाला लास्ट था। हाँ भाई कहाँ पे जाना? वर्जिल को मिले थे। ट्रैवल टू CIT के CIT कहाँ पे है? CIT यहाँ पे है तो हम डायमंड सिटी पे करेंगे टेलीपोर्ट। फर्स्ट ट्रेवल आई मीन वो क्यों नहीं रहा? अच्छा 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 टू मच लेट। वेट की माँ की चू कोड मोडिस कर। ओके पहुंच गए हम डायमंड सिटी। तोड़ के नहीं रहा है। काम कर रिमेम्बर है तो कुछ वैसे भी काम कर मेरे को कुछ ही जरूरत है। सबमिशन डन। एक एक रखते उनसे पिस्तौल अपैरल में जो पेन है वही ठीक है बाकी सब उड़ा दो। वेडिंग रिंग ठीक है फिर मैं खा लेते। ओह फिर के जानवर बन गया भाई। ये क्या आवाज थी भाई? एकदम एसिडिटी हो गई वैसे। टेक्सचर मत चाहिए नहीं क्या है? लोड ही नहीं होता जल्दी इसलिए लोडिंग लगता है। इस तरफ से जाना है हमें। सही दिशा में जा रहा है ना? कहाँ है? ये क्यों हुआ? अच्छा मैं स्टेल्थ मोड में चला गया। वो स्टेल्थ वाला मैंने पहना इससे कुछ ज्यादा ही ग्रीन ग्रीन हो गया। Discover a wreck of the years as a reptile. Say the ruins. हाँ अभी क्या था? हाँ सिग्नल करना था। सिग्नल 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 जहाँ से आ रहा है वहाँ पे जाना। यहाँ पे आ रहा है 18% 22%। हाथ में गन रखते कोई ना कोई यहाँ पे बैंड का टका होगा ही। अनजान जगह है कहीं से भी हमला हो सकता है। अचानक से हमला हुआ तेरी बहन की है। आटे से हेड शॉट कौन सा डी
Disappear that. Huh?
ओके यहाँ पे सिग्नल आ रहा है मतलब इस तरफ जाना है ए वहाँ का वो अबे माइंड फक हो जाता मेरा ये कहाँ पे जाना है 91% पे काम हो रहा है इस तरफ हाँ 75% इस तरफ ज़्यादा है 81 आवाज़ ये टूट टूट बढ़ता जा रहा है 90% 91 काम हो रहा है इस तरफ भी काम हो रहा है इस तरफ बड़ा ओके ओके इसी बिल्डिंग में जाना लेट्स गो यहाँ से ऊपर जाना है ओके ये कैसे झुका हुआ है मार लो इसकी नीचा 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 टूरेट है कोई नहीं अपने को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है अश्वत्थामा है अब नहीं मरेगा ये यानी कि टूरेट बनेगा Who is there? Knock तेरा बाप है ओ लो नो रिलोड अरे ये तो अपने साथ है अब इसको भी उड़ा देते रिलोड ही नहीं गन में होता ये कहाँ पे जाना अच्छा यहाँ पे पोपड़िया उड़ा दे पोपड़िया माइंड फक हो गया इस तरफ जाना
Don't have any bobby pins.
बॉबी पिन मैं चौथ नहीं जरूर नहीं पड़ेगी काफी टाइम से लॉक पिक नहीं किया एक तो आरपीजी मार रहा है वाह तेरा बाप का बाप आया तो भी नहीं मार पाएगा ये कौन है सब धड़ाधड़ आरपीजी कहाँ गई हाँ मिसाइल लॉन्चर इसको मिसाइल लॉन्चर यूज करता हूँ मिसाइल लॉन्चर कहाँ गई हाँ ये लो ये मुंह पे ही मारूंगा इसके कहाँ गया ये ले इजी अपने को तो कुछ होगा नहीं कहाँ से मार पीछे ग्रेनेड अरे मैं भूल जाता हूँ मेरे को कुछ होता नहीं बट स्टिल से दिखाना तो चाहिए ना कि थोड़ा बहुत तो नाटक करना चाहिए कि डैमेज हो रहा है चल क्यों नहीं रहा यहाँ पे? ग्लिच हो गया क्या है? देखो इसके सामने चल ही नहीं रहा, यहाँ पे चल रहा है। देखो इनके सामने नहीं फायर कर, अब जाके हुआ फायर। ये क्या ग्लिच है? कोड मोड में तो अनलिमिटेड एमो होता है। ये देखो क्या ही बवासीर है यार, ऐसी चीजें होती ना बीच बीच में, दिमाग की वाबत कर देती। 1 मिनट गाइस, कौन स्पॉइल कर देती है यार, ऐसे ग्लिच आते ना। अच्छा एलिवेटर यूज कर इसको। ओके बूटा अपने साथ ही है, इसके बारे में तो भूल ही गया था मैं। हाँ जाना okay.
I don't know the password. I'm telling the truth.
All here.
ये कौन सी जगह है? ये तो शुरू होते ही खत्म हो गई। अच्छा और ऊपर जाना।
Are you here for the synth?
Hi.
I don't want to die.
1 मिनट बफर क्यों हो रहा है? ये YouTube के सस्ते नशे, YouTube का OBS का लो। 1 मिनट ओपन कर देते हैं ये तो। अच्छा वो मेरा ध्यान गया। हेलो 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 गाइस, रिफ्रेश कर लेना अगर कुछ ये लोचा होगा तो। रिफ्रेश रिफ्रेश। एक मिनट गाइस, synth.
What synth?
If you're not here for the synth, then you're here for me. What do you want?
Who's the synth?
And just who is this synth anyway?
A fugitive. Runaway Institute property. I'm shutting her down and bringing her back. You, on the other hand, will die like the rest of them.
तो तेरी वेणी। वाह वाह वाह, ये सही नहीं, अभी तक मरा नहीं। ये वो क्या बोलते हैं, स्टेल्थ मोड में आ गया। ये है नहीं। अरे ये नल्ला यहाँ से हटे तो मारो ना, ये इसको डैमेज हो जाएगी बीच में अपनी अम्मा की। पहले बताओ तो ये ऐसे हमला करने वाला है मेरे ऊपर, पहले ही इसकी माँ बंद कर दो। इसकी अपने आप ही ऐसी एचपी बढ़ रही है क्या? खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा, तो ग्लिच है क्या? हाँ कहाँ भाग गए क्या? अरे मर क्यों नहीं रहा? ये ग्लिच है क्या है? जितने भी अभी ये मार बेकार है ये राइफल भाई। ये वेपन इसमें वाहिया थे, इससे अच्छे तो ये फॉलआउट 3 और ये न्यू वेगस में थे भाई, इसके पहले के कौन है ये?
Excuse me.
He.
Excuse me.
Please. don't hurt me. If you're going to kill me, then do it.
As you wish. वो नंगा कर दी उसने बोला मारना तो मार दो मारती है
Security's too tight.
क्या करना क्या है अभी ये तो करे चेप एनालाइज्ड अच्छा इसके लिए कहाँ जाना ऊपर जाना अच्छा ये रहा सामने एलिवेटर इजंट फंक्शनिंग नहीं ऐसा सीढ़ियों से जाते सफलता की सीढ़ी है ही हमारे पास
Terminal only.
टर्मिनल से ओपन ये क्या है एक मिनट तो बेकार है हमने अभी क्या उठाया था इसे इसने कुछ तो उठाया है अभी वापस अब आरपीजी था नहीं सब उनसे तो दो बताएगा कुछ तो उठाया है ना पता नहीं है क्या तरीके से अभी टर्मिनल कहाँ से हम लोग को सब टर्मिनल
Won't be able to hack this.
हैकर पर्क चाहिए
Hey,
Please, don't hurt me.
तो ठीक है
Don't shoot.
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I can't get out. Not on my own. I'm going to have to trust you to help me.
Who are you? Wait a minute.
who are you?
Who are
Talk
you?
once you open the door. I promise I won't run. Looks like you've already found the password. Use it to unlock the terminal and open the door.
मेरे पास कहाँ से पासवर्ड आ गया एक मिनट Just a moment, guys. पासवर्ड का इन्वेंटरी में बोला डेटा वर्चुअल स्टेट्स decorate but I know how to decorate the courier cursor chip but I don't know how to decode it. Dr. Amari knows it. What about symptom? I should ask her for help. इसका एनालाइज करना है बट ये एलिवेटर ही ओपन नहीं हो रहा एलिवेटर इज इन फंक्शनिंग बोल रहा है ये वाला ओपन नहीं हो रहा
Terminal should open this.
टर्मिनल कहाँ है अरे ये रहा मैं भी चुनती हो गया देख नहीं रहा साइड में क्या ही गुंडा बनूंगा मैं भाई साइड में टर्मिनल है सिंपल सी चीज है देख नहीं रहा मैं ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कर रहा हूँ कितना लोडिंग लेता है यार ये कि इसका गेम का बहुत सारा सिस्टम। पता नहीं टेक्सचर लोड लेने में होने में बहुत टाइम लेता है। ओ फाइनली हुआ ओपन हुआ।
How's a place like this survive?
पर ऊपर आया किस लिए? अबे वापस अंदर वहां पे जाने का बोल रहा है क्या बॉस ये गेम का कुछ कभी कभी समझ में नहीं आता है गेम्स का। अबे बेंच वापस वहां पे जाने का बता। एलिवेटर ओपन नहीं हो रहा। अब आवाज रिक्वेस्ट दे रहा था। ओके ओके पता नहीं कहीं से तो इसका मिल गया है वो क्या बोलते हैं पासवर्ड पता नहीं कहीं से अचानक से मिल गया इसको। चलो ये अनलॉक हो गई है। ये मर गई। अभी तक तो बात कर रही थी ओ भाई सेक्सी बॉडी है इसकी। भगवान इसकी आत्मा को शांति दे। अभी तक तो जिंदा थी अचानक कैसे मर गई। अभी तक तो इसने बात की हमसे भाई पासवर्ड वगैरह ये सब अचानक कैसे टप पड़ी। कैसे घूर रहा है भाई बच्चे तो एकदम सुसु ही करते हैं को देख के। इस ये किस तरफ है। वहां भाई जो बाहर ही जाना था तो पहले मुझे लगा एलिवेटर यूज करके कि किसी और जगह पे जाना हो पता होता तो मैं वापस वो रिटर्न हो जाता हूँ। क्या बकवास है मुझे लगा किसी और जगह पे ले जा रहा होगा एलिवेटर से किसी और फ्लोर पे तो वापस बाहर ही जाना था। ये नहीं बोल रहे कि एग्जिट द बिल्डिंग। कितना लोडिंग ले रहा है भाई। चलो फाइनल लोड हुआ, अभी कहाँ पे जाना है? ये तो मार्कर बता रहा होगा। अच्छा यहाँ पे जाना है, ये डॉक्टर को मिल के इसके पास वो चिप्स एनालाइज करवानी। ओके हम आ गए वापस। अरे हाँ ये मस्त जगह है यार, भूल ही गया था मैं। और किटी क्या हाल है?
Oh, enjoying yourself in Good Neighbor? It's a heck of a town, ain't it?
एक बार तो इसकी लेके रहेगी।
You're back. The glowing sea. Virgil. What happened?
Do you know anything about decoding courser chips?
A courser chip. You fought a courser. Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot
Wow.
of things, but never a courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it. But there are people who might. I work with a group that, well,
इसने
they're the
मना
only
कर
ones I
दिया।
know that even have a chance
नहीं
of
देगी ये।
cracking Institute security. They're called the Railroad.
रेलरोड है भाई, ये कौन सी जगह?
The railroad?
They help synths escape the Institute. I don't know who they all are. Usually an agent of theirs just shows up with someone who needs new memories. One of them gave me a code phrase. Said it would help me find them if there was ever an emergency. Follow the Freedom Trail.
The Freedom Trail.
Any idea what the code phrase means?
I'm not sure, but I remember there was a pre-war landmark with a similar name. I'd start there. Hopefully they've placed other clues to tell you where to go after that, hidden somewhere in plain sight. That's how they think.
In my secret club, the code phrase is just 2 words. Awesome and me.
Yes, well, that's not going to help you here. But I'm sure someone with your creativity will be able to figure it out.
क्या बोलिए समझ में नहीं है। करना क्या है वो, देखते हैं। कहीं और जाना होगा। इसने तो मना कर दी कि ये कुछ हेल्प नहीं कर सकती। ऑन द रेल रोड है, चलो मैप में तो है नहीं तो बता रहा। ओके अभी तो ये पहले सेव हो रहा है, बाद में। चलो किटी मिलते
You
बाद
like the
में।
decor? My business partner hates it. अभी किस तरफ जाना है? मार्कर इधर ही बता रहा।
Can't believe it. You look just like Sammy, too.
Short Alpine man. Brotherhood of Steel.
ओके आई थिंक ये इसके बाहर जाके बताया गया है।
What's that?
ये कहाँ पे जाने का बता रहा है, बात कर रहे हो। क्या धमाका हुआ है यहाँ सुपर मीटर चल डेटा में कहाँ भी जाना है इसके लिए चोमटी है यहाँ पे अंदर जाने को भी बता रहे हैं वैसे बाहर बता रहे हैं जाने को भैया बाहर आए तो अभी अंदर जाने को बता रहे हैं करना क्या है इसमें इधर किसी को ढूंढना है क्या और बाहर आए तो वापस अंदर जाने को बोल रहे हैं
Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time.
Hey, Daisy.
Don't be shy now. Chances are we have whatever you're looking for.
Let's see what you have.
Everything's guaranteed to last. Until it doesn't.
ये सब कचरा दे देते ना इसको क्या क्या उठा लिया मैंने सॉरी पंखा चम्मच में क्या क्या उठा लिया हाँ ये फेटमिन करके कुछ है ये उठाया था हाँ फ्यूजन सेल मिल गया ये फ्यूजन सेल उसके आर्मर के लिए काम है Just a moment, guys. स्क्रू ड्राइवर टेबल है क्या क्या मैंने क्या उठा लिया ग्लासेस टर्पेंटाइन टेडी बेयर यूज ऑयल कैन वैक्यूम ट्यूब तब पे कुछ आगे काम है किसी में फोन फेड हो रहा है। करना फिर पिस्तल उड़ा दे। तो एक काम कर दो, पिस्तल किसी काम का नहीं। शॉटगन का भी कुछ इतना डैमेज नहीं है। पिस्टल्स वगैरह कहाँ है? ये रखते हैं, ये तो कोई बात नहीं। 10 mm तो इसका ये डिफॉल्ट है। पिस्टल सब उड़ा दिया, काम करें। अभी ये क्या बता रहा है इसमें, डेटा में बता रहा है कि फाइंड द रेल रोड। अभी रेल रोड कहाँ से उड़ा? वही चीज है, किसी इंसान का नाम है, इसकी माँ का। इतना रियलिस्टिक लगा मेरे को पुतला। मुझे लगा सच में कोई कपड़े निकाल के खड़ा है। रेल रोड किसी चीज का नाम है, कोई आदमी।
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Who? What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you?
Oh, of course you are. It's just...
Designation, runtime, robot enough.
Uh-huh. You're an Assaultron?
That's what my maker. So what'll it be?
So what kind of weapons do you have?
Anything that can... Now.
Sure.
Yeah, इसके पास वेपन
Let's
देखते।
get you outfitted.
हाँ, इसकी इन्वेंट्री ये क्या हो गई इसके पास? पिस्तल तो नहीं चाहिए। पार्टी स्टार्ट हो रही है, कौन जाएगा नीचे? मेरे पास इतने क्रेडिट भी नहीं, बाढ़ में गया। किसको मिलना है वो? हाँ, रेल रोड ढूंढना है, रेल रोड।
You sticking around, you... She pays.
Got a reason to be bothering me. I just had to shoot up a simple...
ये बोल रहा है टॉक टू बॉबी।
Hey, you.
ये बॉबी कौन है?
Hi.
अबे बोल रहे इन्वेस्टिगेट द म्यूजियम ऑफ विच क्राफ्ट। इसकी है ये।
Hey, just your friendly name.
अबे देख, ये इसमें मार्कर में बता रहा है कि ये बाहर, ठीक है, ये यहाँ पे 0 बता रहा है। तो बाहर जाओगे तो वापस अंदर आने को बोलेगा। अबे देख, अबे ये अंदर जाने को बोल रहा है। क्या बवासीर है, केस दे रखा है, समझ में नहीं आया मेरे को। इसमें ब्राउजर में सर्च करने दो, यूट्यूब पे देखते हो क्या है ये। फाइंड द रेल रोड, फॉलो। अभी ये ओल्ड नोट चर्च पे जाने का बोल रहा है, ये कहाँ पे होगा? ऐसे यार प्लेयर के ऊपर नहीं छोड़ देना चाहिए सब कुछ, ये नहीं चाहिए। नया प्लेयर हो गया, उसको कैसे पता चलेगा यहाँ पे? ऐसे किसी को कंफ्यूज कर देते हैं। इतना भी इमर्सिव गेम प्ले नहीं होना चाहिए, लोगों को पता ही ना चले। गेम हम चिल करने के लिए खेलते, फिर इतने स्ट्रेस लेके ये सब मतलब क्या फिर गेम खेलने। सबवे स्टेशन ये नहीं चुकी कहाँ से उड़, ये कहाँ घुस गया मैं? ये वापस 1 घंटा लगेगा ये लोड लेने में। एक मिनट गाइस, कहाँ पहुंचना था और कहाँ पहुंच गया मैं? ये माँ का लोडिंग मार। हाँ, लोड हो जाए भाई मेरे, कितना टाइम लेगा वो। बहुत टाइम ले रहा है ये लोडिंग में। चलो चलो, लोडिंग हुआ, लोडिंग हुआ, लोडिंग हुआ। फाइनली लोड हो गया। ओल्ड नोट चर्च मिल गया। ओके, यहाँ से कहीं सीवर में जाना है। सीवर में से होके ऐसे बता रहे हो। लोकेटर कहाँ से मिलेगा? नहीं, कुछ इन्वेंटरी में कौन सी गन थी? वेट मेडियस। ये क्या है? इसका एमओ ही नहीं है। इस लोकेशन में कहीं होगा तो। किसको मार रहा है? जगह पे कहाँ है सीवर? सीवर लाइन कहाँ है? सीवर की औलाद कहाँ है? अभी चौंकी हो।
And we're gonna go ahead and meet you at the Old North.
नोट चर्च। अच्छा, घोड़े जैसा है। घोड़े का स्टेचू है हॉर्स का। कहाँ से एंट्री की थी? लकड़ी की काठी, काठी पे कोड़ा, कोड़े के बुंड में जो मारा थोड़ा।
Unhappy. Hunt. Yes, my brother. Let's play. Out there somewhere.
पट के ब्लावर हो गया। क्या हुआ है समझ में नहीं आया। आरपीजी मार रहे। मिसाइल पे मिसाइल मारा जा रहा, मुझे कुछ हो ही नहीं। फेनरल के अच्छा फेनियल हो इसको आरपीजी जोन पे अभी वो हॉर्स वाला स्टेचू हाँ वो नहीं मिल रहा एक जगह मिल रहा दूसरी जगह एक नीचे क्या मिसल के वो ये देखो इसका मुंह पे मारो प्लीज तो है भाई इसमें जैसे अटक गया वैसे उसके ऊपर वो फायर ही नहीं हो रहा था ग्लिचेस तो बहुत है भी है वापस अंदर चला जाता है इसमें हाँ ये रहा मैं जो मिल गया भाई हाँ इस वाले बिल्डिंग में मिनीगन गर्म होने में बहुत टाइम लगता है अच्छा ये बटन दो बटन
So, that's not right.
क्या हुआ आवाज आई बट ओपन कुछ हुआ नहीं कुछ ओपन हुआ भी है नहीं बहुत एरिया मिशन में फंस के हूँ वीडियो में देखता हूँ क्लॉकवाइज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज अच्छा उसके बाद खुलेगा
It spins. So it starts with R? No. Have to start over.
एक मिनट, इसमें एफ से ओपन हुआ था क्या? डी से, इसमें तो बता रहा है डी से ओपन हो रहा है। मेरे में ओपन हो नहीं रहा। कसम से क्या बकवास है मिशन पे। इसमें कुछ मिस कर रहा हूँ क्या?
You get to the railroad, I'm not, and then you press it. Pretty tedious, so I usually go back and forth on it just to make sure we got the D, and make sure it's pretty tedious, so I usually go back and forth on it just to make sure we got the D.
इसमें तो पता रहा डी, डी पर ये हो रहा है वीडियो में, डी पर बता रहा है। और लेटर है क्या? सब ट्राई करते हैं, ये तो कर लिया।
Here we go again.
इसका आवाज है अलग, आवाज है ऊपर नहीं है। क्या है यार, पे अटक गया। और के बाद ओके, ऐसे रेल रोड लिखना है पासवर्ड के जैसे, ऐसा लग रहा है। दूसरा वीडियो देखा उसमें से, एक मिनट। हो गया बस। ये पूरा ऐसे वीडियो भाई, वीडियो बनाने वाला भी आराम खोर था भाई, इसने पूरा ऐसा ठीक से लिखा ही नहीं। ब्रेसलेट कहाँ से ओपन होता है? ब्रेसलेट फ्लैश मैंने पढ़ दिया।
Stop
इसकी मैंने
right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends. We're the Railroad. So answer my question.
I'm just exploring, looking for salvage.
And you just happened to guess the password to the secret door. Right. Who told you how to contact us?
Dr. Amari told me how to find you.
Very interesting. Last question. Why are you here?
I tracked down and killed a courser at Green Tech Genetics. Now I need help breaking the code on his courser chip.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this courser murdering machine a little courtesy, Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the Railroad.
Who are you people exactly?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friend.
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
What does complete? Find the railroad complete. Search for the railroad. कहाँ से कहाँ इसको ढूंढने जाना था भाई? इंडिविजुअल स्पीसी ओपन क्यों नहीं हो रहा? वीडियो में पूरा ऐसे डिटेल में बताना चाहिए, बस ऐसे जाके ओपन कर रहे हैं, ये नहीं बता रहे कि ऐसे पासवर्ड इसमें डालना है। वीडियो भी ढंग से नहीं बनाते पड़े। देखो
Hey, Des. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a courser chip.
For real? Oh man, it's been ages.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the courser chip.
Why do you want the courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have. And a courser chip is top of the line. I'm not going to get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
I don't know. I might need that chip later.
This isn't a negotiation. This is a demand. To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
Hey there.
Made up your mind. We decode the courser.
Fine.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
ये क्या है चिप में?
We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Man. They've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait. They're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh, man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. All right, solve for N. Come on.
क्या टाइपराइटर से टाइप करे? ये कौन सा है ऐसा पीसी?
Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the cams way too hard. But I got my eyes on you. I'm
तो मैंने जैसे वीडियो देखा बना था लोकेशन का पता ही नहीं चलता लोडिंग में बहुत है
Don't try anything.
कि इस जगह पे यहाँ पे ढूंढना था ठीक है तो फिर भी यहाँ से बता रहे थे गुड नेबर पे गेम वाले भी चुन के रिटर्न टू वर्जिल अच्छा वर्जिल के पास जाना है लेट्स गो दिमाग का हौसला कहाँ है इसका लोडिंग टाइम आधा घंटा लोडिंग नहीं चला जाता तो मैं इतना मेरे को बोरिंग लगे देखने में इतना बोरिंग लगेगा अरे बहुत टाइम लिया इसमें लोडिंग में भाई यार मदरफकिंग कैसे कैसे कुछ इसका सर्च मैं करता हूँ पोलआउट 4 लोडिंग का कुछ इशू है इसका लोडिंग स्क्रीन टू लॉन्ग है अच्छा ऐसे बोल रहा है कि इसको वो विंडोज मतलब ऐसे अल्ट टैप करो तो भी हो जाएगा विंडोज बटन ऐसे दबाएंगे बीच बीच में वो ट्राई करेंगे एक मिनट में की वजह चल के जा रहा हूँ चुनटी वहाँ पे डायरेक्ट टीपी मारना
We're sucking down a lot of rats sticking around here.
वाह हो गया यार फटाफट लोड हो गया इसे करता हूँ ट्राई करता हूँ हाँ यार पट्टे से ये तो लोड हो गया ये क्या ग्लिच है इसका समझ में नहीं आ रहा विंडोज बटन दबाते ही वो लोड हो रहा है
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Do you have anything for me?
I'll take that as a yes. Can't say I'm too surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
Does it matter?
No, you're right. It doesn't really. The point is that you got it. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
This device, this will get me into the Institute?
Yes, if built correctly. And please get it right. You have to make it in there for both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Okay. वापस इसने कुछ टास्क दिए ऑप्शनल बता रहा है तो बोला था रोड रिटर्न में क्या करना है रिटर्न टू बिल्ड द सिग्नल इंटरसेप्टर
I need your help with these schematics.
Oh, yeah? What are they for?
A scientist named Virgil said this machine could get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. I'd like to help, but you know my situation. I've got to deal with the immediate problems first. There's something I need to ask you. I guess you know I'm one of the last of the Minutemen. But I never really told you what happened to us.
Are you really the last Minuteman?
Maybe not literally. There must be a lot of former Minutemen out there who gave it up in disgust after the Quincy massacre. But we were the last active group of Minutemen. And now, well, it's just me.
What was the Quincy massacre?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
What was the Quincy massacre?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
What was the Quincy massacre?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
What was the Quincy massacre?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
What was the Quincy massacre?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary. We were the only a few of us. We never found.
As long as you don't give up, the Minutemen will survive.
I'm not about to give up, but I can't protect the Commonwealth all by myself.
Hell, I could barely protect these people. That's why I'm talking to you. I can't rebuild the Minutemen, but I think you can.
Why can't you lead the Minutemen?
That's not who I am. I can get my men through a firefight. I can defend a perimeter against all odds. But that's not going to be enough to bring the Minutemen back from the brink. We need someone who can bring the whole Commonwealth together in a common cause. And I think you've got it in you to be that leader.
With you at the helm, the Minutemen could be a big damn deal.
What makes you think I can do this?
You saved us and conquered. There wasn't anything in it for you. You had your own problems to deal with, but you did it anyway. That kind of selflessness has been in mighty short supply around here for quite a while.
Okay, I'll do it.
Finally, something going the Commonwealth's way.
Good. Don't worry. I'll be right beside you all the way, General.
Why are you calling me General?
The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of General. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it more than an empty title. I've got something a bit different for you. Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. The trouble is that some kind of vicious beasts are lairing there. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of Wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time. You wanted help earlier. Some kind of machine to get into the Institute?
Did you know the Institute has a teleporter? They call it the molecular relay.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix.
To Sturgis. Okay.
I'm busy.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow. What a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
I got this from someone who should know what he's talking about. Can you build it, or not?
Well, yeah. I think so. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah. I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is going to take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
क्या बनाना क्या है इसमें? रिफ्लेक्टर प्लेटफॉर्म. अच्छा. अच्छा मैं जो उसमें एंटर मारे जा रहा हूँ आपके पावर बढ़ाना
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Did you figure out the rest of Virgil's schematics?
I think so. Best I can tell until we actually try to put it together. Here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
Let me break it down for you. There's 4 main parts to this thing. 1, a control console to input the code and process the signal. 2, what he calls a relay dish. That's what intercepts the teleporter signal. 3, a molecular beam emitter. Gets pretty technical here, but looks like this is what translates your matter into energy for transmission. 4, the stabilized reflector platform that you already built. That's what concentrates and reflects the molecular beam. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
इसकी नाक है ये तो बहुत बड़ा है
This isn't gonna do anything without power.
क्या भी इन सबको पावर भी चाहिए गेम से
This isn't gonna do anything without power.
ये तो भी है शायद वोल्टेज कम हो रहा है +2 अच्छा ये इसका बिल्ड मोड बेकार है अरे एकदम बाहर ही चला जाता है भाई और में होगा ना।
Gotta make sure we've got
To
enough
make
power.
sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
क्या करना है? Power of the signal interceptor.
I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Make sure the
This
beam
isn't gonna do
emitter is
anything without
perfectly
power.
aligned with the platform, or this will never work.
तो बिल्ड मोड क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? बहुत सही है यार।
Hey. Make sure it's all on the same
To
grid.
make sure this is on the
All the
same
parts have got to
grid
be able to talk
as
to
the
each other,
rest
you
of
know.
the signal interceptor.
You ought to be careful. I can fix most things.
I have
But
to make
people
sure
don't
this is
fix
on the
so easily.
same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor. This isn't gonna do anything without power.
Gotta make sure we've got enough power.
जनरेटर एक मिनट बड़ा वाला कुछ देखते हैं पावर जनरेटर ये बहुत से स्पीकर जनरेटर्स हाँ बड़े वाले जनरेटर ये करते हैं Put is 10
Make sure the beam.
अरे भाई हो रहा है शांति रखना
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
जब पावर देना पड़ेगा ना सोमटी
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
Make sure it's all on the same grid. All the parts have got to be able to talk to each other.
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
सेम ग्रिड स्क्रैम कर करके भाई हाँ मसला कर दिया भाई तो एक ही स्पॉट का सेम ग्रिड पे होना चाहिए Just a moment guys, we see. There's Kalu and कैसे करना है पता चला. ग्रुप में सर्च करना पड़ेगा. ऐसे एक लेवल पर रखना है. देखते हैं. फिर इसके लिए पहले तो ये बीच में आ गए.
Once we got everything in place, we'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid.
ऊपर नहीं ऑप्शन आ रहा है.
I have to make sure this is on the same grid
as
the rest of the signal interceptor.
Line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
यहाँ पे लग नहीं रहा भेड़ का लंडी. क्लियर जगह तो है यहाँ पे, फिर क्यों दिक्कत हो रही है इसको. और जगह पे लग ही नहीं रहा, बस यहाँ पे ही लग रहा है. ये क्या भाव से. नहीं कौन से मिशन में आ रहा है फंस गया मुझे.
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the
एक मिनट. लग रहा है यहाँ पे लग रहा है. कहीं भी तो लगा था.
I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the
ग्रेड की
city wears
बकचोदी
down.
कर रहा है अभी भी। कहाँ से लेके आओ इसके लिए सिम ग्रेड? ये लग ही नहीं रहा। अब रेड रेड ही बता रहा है, प्लेसमेंट हो ही नहीं रही। इस जगह पर क्या दिक्कत है इसको? ये घास फूस पे लग नहीं सकता वरना इसको यहाँ पे कुछ एरियाज है।
This isn't going to do anything without power.
और दिया तो सही है बेटी। अब और दे। बिल्ड मोड बहुत ही घटिया है भाई इस गेम का।
This isn't going to do anything without power.
बहुत ही वाहियात है। जनरेट कर लेता हूँ मैं।
Make sure this is on the same.
अभी भी क्या दिक्कत है? सेम ग्रिड यार, क्या है ये? अभी वो अभी भी नहीं हो रहा। इसको पार अब तो हो गया ये। ये जो दिया हटे तो ये इसमें कुछ करूँ ना मैं।
Make sure this is on the same grid.
अबे यार क्या दिक्कत है इसको भाई? सबको पावर भी मिल गया, ठीक है। कटेगा भाई यहाँ
Sure,
से।
it's all on the same grid.
I have to make sure this is on the same grid as the...
मिशन मेरे माँ बहन देते यहाँ पे ऐसे ओपन जगह ही नहीं है, क्या करूँगा मैं? मुझे ऐसा घर बता रहा है, इस तरफ जगह है या नहीं?
The rest of the signal interceptor.
सेम ग्रिड बता रहा है। यहाँ पे तो पता नहीं, इसमें वीडियो में बता रहे कि ऐसे कुछ एक जगह है, पूरा घर है ऐसे यहाँ से। हो गया स्क्रैप हो गया। इसको भी स्क्रैप कर सकते। ओके अभी यहाँ पे उन सब को एक साथ लाते हैं, अभी हो जाना चाहिए। बहुत ही वाहियात है भाई इसका। ये नहीं लग रहा, ये क्या बात से? इस जगह पे लगेगा। कसम से भाई, क्या चाटू मिशन दे रखे। नया लगा दे तुम यहाँ पे। अब हो जाना चाहिए।
To make sure this is on the
अभी
same
क्या
grid
और कितना सेम ग्रिड पे रखूं यार?
signal interceptor.
सेम ग्रिड पे तो है ये, क्या ग्लिच है यार? आदत तो है दोनों को।
To make sure this is on the same grid.
अबे भी सेम ग्रिड की मार लग रही है। I think इसको डिलीट मारना पड़ेगा। मतलब है सर कैसे हो गया वर्क तो कर रहा है अटैच भी हो गया है तो अभी दिक्कत क्या है इसको रिफ्लेक्टर प्लेटफॉर्म ये ऑलरेडी लगाया हुआ तो है तो कितना लगा है अंदर जा रहा हूँ भाई ऐसे ठीक से प्लेसमेंट ही नहीं, वहाँ पर प्लेसमेंट लग रही है तो पावर अप नहीं हो रहा। जनरेटर अभी भी कम पड़ रहा है इसको। ये सारे जनरेटर तो डाल दिए भाई ये जो पिछले 1 घंटे से मिशन करने की ट्राई कर रहा हूँ। क्या बता रहा है?
I'm always glad to see the sun come up one more time.
इधर रिफ्लेक्टर प्लेटफॉर्म है, बनाया तो सही वहाँ पे, तो कितना बनाना? एक मिनट वहां से हटा देता हूँ। तो बता रहे ना बिल्ड करने का, भाई गेम का ग्लिच है भाई, बवासीर है, बहुत ही वाहियात है। इसको कर लेता हूँ मैं स्टोर, वहां पे बिल्ड करने का, यहाँ पे बिल्ड ऑलरेडी कर रखा हो फिर भी उसमें बता रहे बिल्ड करो बिल्ड करो, यही वाहियात है भाई। इस जगह पे कहीं पे स्क्रैप वेप हो सकता है, किसी का घर वगैरह? और भी हो सकता है। इसको ले जाता हूँ वहां पे, शायद इसके बाद कुछ हो जाए। अरे ये बिल्ड वाला अटका था, बोल तो रहा हूँ गेम का ग्लिच है भाई। देखो अभी टॉक टू सर्विस, पहले भी यही करना था भाई, कसम से बवाल गिरे भाई, गेम का क्या ग्लिच था। पावर अप तो मैंने कर दिया था सबको, सब ग्रिड पे भी सही थे, बस ये बिल्ड वाला इसका ग्लिच हो गया। उसमें से बिल्ड करके हमें सिलेक्ट करना था ऐसे। भाई साहब 1 घंटे से पूरा मैं सब टाइम वेस्ट हो रहा पूरा। अब कर मेरे भाई जब जल्दी।
Seems to be working.
मक्खी माँ बंद कर दी है भाई। ये बिल्ड करो वो बिल्ड करो।
Hey, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way
बस
to
एक
test
वो
it
बिल्ड
without actually jacking
वाला
it to
उसमें
the
ग्लिच हो
institute
गया
signal.
था उसकी वजह से 1 घंटा एकदम बेकार। बाकी मैं अपने हिसाब से ठीक ही कर रहा था।
As soon as the institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice. That code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You
ये
sure?
कर में ये कितने वीडियो वगैरह
Okay.
हैं।
Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Whenever you're ready. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
ठीक है टेलीपोर्ट कर। अच्छा हाँ बराबर इंस्टीट्यूट में जाना टेलीपोर्ट करके। भाई इसका बिल्ड के चक्कर में बस फिर मेरा भाई दिमाग ही काम करना बंद किया। इंटरेस्टिंग मिशन था यार अभी जाने का। बिल्ड के चक्कर में मोटी दुआ में लगी। सिग्नल रीड आउट है तो करना क्या है क्या अब कहाँ पे जाना है? जहाँ से आया था वहीं पे जाना है। करना क्या है फिर? वापस कैसे टेलीपोर्ट हो जाऊंगा? ये पॉज है।
I wondered if you might make it here.
यार रोड टू फ्रीडम। कौन सा था?
You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
उससे बे बाड़ में यार इसके चक्कर में ऑफिस है मेरा। क्वेस्ट भी बर्बाद हो गया समझे भाई ऐसे और से ग्लिचेस
Seems to be working. Hey, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready?
Let's do this.
You sure? I'll start. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
स्टर्जिस के पास कैसे जाऊंगा मैं? ऐसे खड़ा रहना है अपने आप ऐसा हो जाएगा कुछ मुझे ऐसा यूज करना यहाँ पे 0 बता रहा है ये वॉलेट टैप 2 से सर्च करता हूँ कुछ ना कुछ बकचोद ही है यहाँ पे फेस्टिवल कर सकते हैं यहाँ से भी मना कर रहे हैं अरे वीडियो बनाने वाला क्यों है
holotape or whatever.
से इसमें वीडियो में बता रहा है कि वो कर रहा है कर सकता है फेस्टिवल मैं नहीं कर पा रहा Yeah. गुस्सा आ रहा है ना भाई।
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
It's stuck.
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
I think पहले इससे मिलना है उसके बाद मैं जा सकूँगा वापस।
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless
इसके चक्कर में दूसरी क्वेस्ट कैंसिल हो गई, फेल हो
of
गई।
how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
हैं? जिसका बेटा है अभी?
Busted. Would need the key. Can't pick this. Only opens with a key. Useless. Don't have the key.
की कहाँ से निकालो? क्या मिशन है यार?
No way to pick this.
ना वहाँ पे वापस जा पा रहा हूँ मैं, ना इसमें जा पा रहा हूँ। कसम से गेम अभी आपके माबिन कर रहा है।
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
अच्छा ये से बात कर दूँ।
Sean, is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
वो भोंसड़ी के ये तेरा बाप है।
Shh, it'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me. Father?
तेरी बहन को तो इसके लिए इतनी मेहनत की होगी ये बाबा से।
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
कंट्रोल कर रहा है इसको भोंसड़ी को।
Disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype.
इसके कंट्रोल में रहो।
We're only just now beginning.
रोबोट बना दिया क्या इसको?
Emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this...
अच्छा ये रोबोट ऐसा बना है कि इसका बेटा नहीं है जो अभी बात कर रहा था शायद वो।
You have traveled very far.
इसका रेप्लिका ऐसा बना है।
To find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you. After all this
रिएक्टर वाला है भाई।
It's me.
रिएक्टर एक्टिवेट करने के चक्कर में भाई दिमाग की माँ बहन होगी भाई उसको पावर अप देना है।
Your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept.
स्टोरी तो इंटरेस्टिंग है इसके बस।
You were released from your pod and went searching for the son.
तो सेटअप करने में दिमाग की माँ बहन होगी।
But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this Wasteland. Radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place? Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg.
Kellogg. It wasn't until...
You knew the man...
Would you have... The Institute... I won't lie. What else?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, After all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
यहाँ से बाहर कैसे निकलना है मैं जो यार ये क्या बवास है यार की अच्छा तो ना गए इंस्टीट्यूट में ज्वाइन करना पड़ा अच्छा ऊपर
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? My apologies, sir. I was
Operator.
effective cleanliness. Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective.
Welcome to the Institute.
You must be weird.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
It's an honor to meet you, sir. No visible
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Just a moment. ये पार्ट बहुत ही बवास है राज बहुत ही बोरिंग वाह याद है ये मज़ा नहीं है इसमें कसम से। आज का पार्ट बहुत ही बोरिंग है, जो पता ही नहीं चल रहा कहाँ पे जाना है। चल हो नहीं रहा है, इससे बाहर निकलने का रास्ता नहीं मिल रहा। तो जाओ कहाँ से?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our offerings. Food supplements.
I want supplement 7.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer
अभी तो बाहर जाने का कुछ ऑप्शन होना चाहिए। तो बाहर कैसे निकले? ओके, इनसे बात करनी है अभी। तो वैसे रहे भाई, बस समझे। इन सब से बातों करूँगा तभी इंस्टीट्यूट का वो ओपन होगा। ये इसका ये मैप पे लोकेशन पे, उसके बाद मैं जा पाऊंगा। इससे ये लोग बताते नहीं है ये, इसका ये फॉलआउट का ये बहुत डाउन पॉइंट है।
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well. There we go. All set.
वो इनका रूम कहाँ था वो भी देखना।
I wish Quincy would stop telling those stupid stories.
Hey, sweetie.
I've heard stories, and the surface sure sounds scary.
अभी वो रूम कहाँ पे था जहाँ पे वो सब एक साथ थे, वो भी रूम नहीं मिलेगा। अब से एक ही जगह पे घूमे जा रहा हूँ मैं।
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption.
Excuse me,
Also,
Doctor.
If you haven't patched your navigation software.
देखते हैं यहाँ पे कोई होता है कि नहीं।
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
We're all looking forward to it.
Just a limb twitching, but her.
Doc.
If you're about to lose, you've arrived.
यहाँ पे मार्कर आ गया, पता चले कहाँ पे जाना है। ऐसे मिशन दिमाग की माँ बन करते थे। ऊपर से इसका लोडिंग टाइम।
Greetings, sir.
Nothing.
You know
Okay,
the
yeah,
protocol,
okay.
sir. Authorized personnel.
All systems nominal.
इससे बात करते।
Did I turn off the interferometer?
Robotics to knock some head. Together.
Hi
What
there.
now?
They're dragging their feet for the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take.
Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity.
I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider.
The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you.
Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Why does it matter?
If there is some defect in Courser combat programming, then it must be identified and corrected. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
We have many enemies.
आज का पार्ट बहुत बोरिंग है सीरीज में ये एक तो वो सब वो इसको पावर अप करने में वो टाइम लगा
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
ऊपर से इनसे ज़्यादा बातचीत करने का ही ज़्यादातर है इसमें तो वो एकदम दिमाग खा गया यार पूरा ऐसा ठीक से रखने में पावर अप करो पहले बोले कि ग्रिड में रखो फिर बोलते पावर अप करो ठीक से इसमें बिग लिस्ट था 1 घंटा ऐसा बेकार में वेस्ट हो गया
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, well, I felt sorry for you. You've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world is gone. I'm sorry. I know that was a very personal question. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
चलो इससे बात हो गई और कौन बचा
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
पीछे जाना अभी ऊपर बता रहा हूँ यहाँ से नीचे भी चलो सही है भाई लोडिंग में इतना टाइम नहीं लग रहा
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Hey, करो काम करो ये सही है काम में फोकस वाले लोग मेरे को पसंद है ऐसे बार ऐसे हो रहा है डिस्प्ले मेरे को डिस्प्ले में ऑप्शन ही नहीं है इसका फुल स्क्रीन है ऐसा करने का ऐसा ऑप्शन ही नहीं है पोर्टलेस वगैरह ऐसा कुछ ये आखिरी है इससे बात करके फिर जा सकेंगे
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here.
Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now.
I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies... The Science Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Institutionalized इन चुप किया मांगे इसका मेरे से बोला भी नहीं मैंने
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
हाँ इसका पार्ट बहुत ही बोरिंग है तो इसका लोडिंग का वक्त शुरू खत्म नहीं था अभी शायद जा सकूं मैं हाँ कर पा रहा हूँ ओके ओके फाइनली मैं जा पा रहा हूँ इससे बाहर निकल पा रहा हूँ इंस्टीट्यूट से बाकी माँ बहन कर दी गई है हो गया फाइनली स्टारजेस से बात करनी है हाँ नहीं चूंकि एटलीस्ट इसका तो मिशन खत्म करूँ मैं ये कहाँ घूमता रहते
Hey. Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
इतना सा मिशन था मुझे ये कहाँ पे है स्टारलाइट ड्राइविंग कौन सी जगह पे जाना अच्छा वो इस जगह पे गया ही नहीं अभी तक यहाँ पे तो फिर बस ट्रेवल करते हैं मिनीगन बहुत ही टाइम लेती है से बोल इसका डैमेज ही नहीं हो रहा काम कर दो मिसाइल निकल दो मिसाइल लॉन्च मिसाइल ये देखो मिसाइल का इसके ऊपर नहीं हो ग्लिच भारी मात्रा में ग्लिच है भाई गेम में इसके ऊपर कर रहा हूँ, देखो ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा फायर करने, एनिमीज के ऊपर नहीं आ रहा। क्या ग्लिच है भाई गेम के, कसम से भाई। और चौड़नी घोड़े पे हेलीकॉप्टर मेरे लिए, ये स्मोक भी खा गया तुम, ये इफेक्ट सही नहीं थी। सो यहाँ पे से वापस कुछ होगा जीरो उसके पहले। हाँ भाई इसका पार्ट बहुत ही भाई इतना पूरा ऐसे इंफॉर्मेशन वाला ही था यार। इस मामले में इसके ये पुराने पार्ट्स सही थे, फॉलआउट 3 और फॉलआउट न्यू वेगस, उसमें इतना बोरिंग लगा ही नहीं, कितना उसमें था वो लोकेशन ढूंढना वो सब वर्थ इट था। इसमें तो पता नहीं क्या ग्लिचेस हैं। Clear star alert diamond, okay, building activity equipment ready। ये अभी ये बिल्ड कहाँ करना है? Skyrim, first travel target, here, scavenging station, building, hotel का भी नहीं, defense का नहीं, pressure इसमें नहीं। Cooking station, cooking stove, ये करना था ना, क्या बिल्ड करना है, कुछ और करना था। रिक्वायरमेंट रेडियो बीकन, रेडियो बीकन करते, अच्छा अभी बस इसको पावर करना है। ये नहीं जनरेटर चाहिए। डॉक्टर प्रेस्टन गार्वी, ओके। चलो इस वाले में कुछ रिलीज नहीं हुआ बिल्ड वगैरह में। बेचारा
Cleared out
सो
that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
बेचारा आराम कर रहा था, इसको डिस्टर्ब किया।
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call their own, they'll be willing to help defend it. As usual, I have something else for you to look into. Here's where they are. I hope you can help them. We've got to show people they can count on the Minutemen again.
आराम करो, अभी दूसरा इसका मिशन करेंगे। फिर सेटलर से बात करते हैं। वो कहाँ पे? अच्छा, तो नर्सरी वैसे बता रहा है बट वहाँ पे अभी लोकेशन में डिस्कवर नहीं किया। ये वाला भी डिस्कवर नहीं हुआ, तो डिस्कवर हुआ क्या मेरे से? ये कॉन्वेंट वाला हो फिर इस तरफ से कहाँ जाना है? फिर तो ये रोड को फॉलो करना है। यहाँ पे मिस है ऊपर कुछ गेम क्रैश हो, कुछ भी लोचा हो तो फिर एक वो पावर वाला मिशन में भाई मोड़ के वहाँ बंद कर दी सब। इंस्ट्रूमेंट लगाने में ग्लिच पे ग्लिच हो रहा था, उस वजह से पूरा मूड स्पॉइल हो गया। अच्छी खासी स्टोरी जा रही थी। वैसे बिना के टके बिल्ड वाले एक ग्लिच ने मुड़की में ऐसे की तैसे कर दी। सही दिशा में जा रहा हूँ। इसकी माँ का तो कुत्ता है भाई, कुत्ते की मौत हो रही। चलो ये एरिया डिस्कवर हो गया है। ब्लूमिंगटन सिटी इसमें अच्छी खासी दे रखी। ऐसा लगता है जैसे सूरज की ऐसे रोशनी आ रही। गेम प्ले स्टोरी भी ठीक ठाक ही है, बस उसी थोड़ा बहुत ग्लिच ना है। कर रखी रेंटॉप नर्सरी। स्टिल इसके पुराने पार्ट्स जैसा मजा नहीं है इसमें।
We could really use your help.
What do you need?
Something nasty's living just around the corner from here. It's only a matter of time before there's some real trouble. What's really too bad is It'd be a nice spot for a new settlement. In fact, I know some folks that'd love to set up there if it was safe. If you can make sure the old workshop there is still in one piece, anyone who decides to move in later will be able to rebuild.
Where is this place?
We have a pretty good idea. I hope you can find them and wipe them out.
ये कहाँ भेजने को बोल रहा है? चलो एटलीस्ट यहाँ पे तो मैंने फर्स्ट लेवल कवर ओपन है। भाई ये एरिया खतरनाक है यार, ये ऐसे रेडिएशन वाला बना है कसम से खतरनाक। यहाँ पे ग्राफिक्स लग रहे हैं जैसे लेंस फ्लेयर आ रहा है सामने से, एकदम सिनेमेटिक ही लग रहा है, मूवी टाइप है एरिया पूरा पूरा हॉरिफिक। काफी डरावना है भाई एरिया से, शायद वाला हो तो भी अभी आप क्या करना है? रोबोट से मिलना है आई थिंक। और इसने क्या करना है बोला था? ये क्या था? वर्कशॉप एट सनशाइन टाइम, क्या था वर्कशॉप? अच्छा ओके, कुछ टर्मिनल में करना होगा।
Got it.
ओ भाई तुक्के से ये लास्ट चांस था मेरा, इसके बाद ही वापस लॉक हो जाने वाला। लास्ट वाला ऐसे ही तुक्के से लग गया पासवर्ड। करना क्या है इस टर्मिनल में? मैं तो शट डाउन कर दूँ इसके। एक्टिवेशन नहीं करना तो क्यों ना कर कुछ पूरा नहीं इस प्रोटोकॉल में नहीं है। अच्छा गार्ड प्रोटोकॉल हो, इसको प्रोटेक्ट करना है तो ये जगह को सिक्योर करना है तो स्टिल कुछ हो नहीं रहा।
May I help you? Exterminate. May I help you?
No bobby pins.
No bobby pins. अच्छा इसको मार के एरिया सिक्योर करना है, लेकिन ऐसा ही लग रहा है।
did it get this quiet?
अभी शायद नहीं, अभी भी कुछ कंप्लीट लिखा हुआ नहीं है। आई थिंक और हो गए यहाँ पे, सबको मारना पड़ेगा। कोई नहीं। इसके अंदर क्या बता रहा है? अच्छा, इनको मारना। So prepare such things too. अब क्या करना है? अच्छा, वापस आ गई है। उनको जाके बताना है कि ये एरिया सिक्योर हो गया। ओके, मतलब सही था। मुझे लगा टर्मिनल में से कुछ गार्ड वार्ड का करके कुछ करना है उसको सिक्योर। वैसे सिक्योर मतलब वैसे मार के वो एरिया सिक्योर हो गया, क्लियर।
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had
इसको
the
क्या
same
बात करनी है?
question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Why do you ask?
I just had a hard go with the transition myself. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point, and folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Why would you want to live among bigots like that?
Nah, I couldn't really blame them, given the circumstances. But folks sure started turning the other cheek when I showed up with the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home, and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started going beep, beep, beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing
पूरा डिटेल में बता रहे
for
हो
each other to get away.
You're not a spy, right? Testing, hello. Institute, can you hear me?
Hell if I know. If I am, the Institute's plan to gather intel on all the runaways of the Commonwealth has been going off without a hitch.
Why would you want to stay in a place you clearly weren't wanted?
Well, there were times I seriously considered going. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. With some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
चलो फाइनली इसका बातचीत खत्म हुआ.
I cleared that place out for you. Should be safe for your friends to move in now.
Oh, nice to have some good news around here for a change. By the way, we've decided to support the Minutemen. We've got to help each other if we want things to get better.
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
One thing you should know, stranger.
चलो अभी वापस उसको करके बातचीत करें. सुबह हो गई मामू सुबह हो गई
Need
मामू.
something?
The Minutemen are on a roll. I helped that settlement you sent me to, and cleared the way for a new settlement in the process.
That's fantastic news. We're gonna take back the whole Commonwealth from the bad guys at this rate. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Something else has come up. We've gotten big enough that we're having trouble communicating with all our settlements. It's a good problem to have, and I have a solution. I think it's time to retake the castle. It used to be the Minutemen HQ, way before my time. Well fortified, centrally located, and most important, it has a powerful radio transmitter we can use to broadcast to the whole Commonwealth.
So what happened to this castle if it was so well fortified?
This was long before I joined up, but the story I heard was that some kind of monster came out of the sea and destroyed the fort. A lot of the leaders were killed in that battle, and I guess nobody ever felt it was worth the risk to try to retake it. I've always wondered if losing the radio station was the beginning of all our later problems. So, should I have an assault force assemble near the castle?
So what happened to this castle if it was so well fortified?
This was long before I joined up, but the story I heard was that some kind of monster came out of the sea and destroyed the fort. So, should I have an assault force assemble near the castle?
Yeah, let's do this.
We'll do some recon and meet you outside the castle. See you there.
करना है ये पर कुछ इतने सारे कर लिए मैंने ये कैसा लोग है बाद में करेंगे परसेंट इस तरफ रखते ना मूव करके पता चले यहाँ पे जाना है देखते कहाँ से लोड होता है वापस ये सही है मेन मेनू में फटाफट से आ जाए इसे कुछ नए लोकेशन पे ही हो ज़्यादा टाइम या फिर ऐसे ही टेक्सचर लोड होने में यहीं तक करते प्रायोजित कार्यक्रम Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And make sure to follow me on Instagram too. See you in the next stream. Till then, khatam, tata, bye bye. Peace out.